Hello and welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. Yeah, we'll be continuing with the summer event. Last time we left off, we did one of the one of the Dojin quests. Yeah, to progress further, we'll need to do all the Dojin quests. Yeah, let's do them then. Sure, let's start with this. A precision that teaches the brilliance of a doctor. Oh, oh, you really came. Thank you for taking the time to come see us. We wanted to talk to you about our secret dojo. That is the next book we want to make. You see, with the exception of Asclepius, we all agreed on what kind of book we want to make next. To be clear, he is not opposed to our proposed direction. He just said he doesn't care what we do as long as it helps the field of medicine. So, what did you have in mind? With our first version, we set out to make a book that would promote the importance of healthy living. I, I believe it made a meaningful difference in getting people to take better care of their health. Yeah, I think we painted a fairly realistic picture in terms of health and medicine care. But aside from that, hmm, how can I put this? Well, we thought we might want to use this opportunity to make our next manga or more of a fable of sorts. Something a little off the bit something a little off the beaten path that would get readers to think more fondly about their health and medical care. And that would get them to trust doctors even more than they hopefully already do. That was the idea for our next book we ultimately decided on. A fable. So you want to tell a fictional story then? Yes, that's right. Our goal is to showcase the greatness of medicine and the latest medical techniques through realistic functions and encourage patients to feel more comfortable about relying on doctors by painting them in a heroic light. Basically, we want to tell a story that portrays doctor as well as the heroes they are. We even have a model and title all ready to go. We are going to call it Super Doctor A. Hmm, now I see. Sounds like it has potential to be a state of art monumental achievement. Hmm. However, at present that is the only thing we have agreed upon. It turns out there is so much more to making manga than we originally thought. We see now that it takes more than well-drawn art to make a good one. The storytelling aspects in particular is much more difficult than it looks, and we can't seem to make even a rough draft that we are happy with. So, we thought we would ask you for your help, Master. I see. Well, if you really want our help, we'd be happy to oblige. At least, it seems like something we can do. Now, that's the kind of youthful energy we are counting on. We would appreciate any guidance you can offer us. We would be happy with just your advice on how to put a story together. It is anything, is there anything like that you can tell us? Good question. I think I'd have to go with, the best storytelling advice I have is probably observe and research him as much as possible. Now that you mention it, that does make sense. But you are all in the same club, right? Do you really need to observe him? I don't know. I can't deny the possibility that we are having trouble coming up with story ideas for him. Because we are all so used to his particular foibles at this point. True, a leader does need to keep some distance if they are going to maintain their charisma. The trick is to leave some room for imagination to fill in the gaps. Constant close proximity isn't necessarily a good thing. As luck would have it, Asclepius is currently the only one of us on his own at the moment. I believe he's out on one of his usual rare symptom hunts, or rather one of his free-willing house calls where he doesn't care who he treats. Hold on, we shouldn't be interfering with Dr. Asclepius's work. House calls are important. If anything, we should be helping him, not just observing him. Of course, I don't mean to get in his way. We'll help out ourselves if the situation calls for it. Besides, he'd surely be upset with us if we did anything less than helpful. Even so though, we are going to research him. I think we'll have to do so by observing him and getting information from a distance. I agree. We may feel as though we know what kind of person he is, but we can't say that for sure. There is definitely a chance we'll find a hint for what to do with this story by observing him in different light. I think that's a good idea. Okay, shorter section. Hmm. I'm thinking of doing all the Dojin quest this stream. So if if these are all like similar in length, then I think I'll be able to complete it by the end of the stream and progress through some of the main stories
今の
as well.
進行状況はこんな感じかな。
So okay. So Tunju.
作家の皆さん、
Hmm.
本能のエナドリ。
Okay, I think that will be the MLB of 5-star CE, the damage bonus CE.
漫画完成したって。早く。アイテム交換所に。サークルのみんなのモチベ維持は任せて。こだわり、見守り。項目が一つずつ埋まっていくこの。
That should be the
いらっしゃい。
MLB. I'm not going to be using more than one of the damage bonuses, so yeah.
そろそろクエスト。
Okay. Two nodes. The perception that teaches the brilliance of Doctor. Prescription, I think, not perception. There he is. We found him. Let's try to keep our distance while we follow him. Damn it. Every last one of them is in great health. The normalization committee's health service must be working. While that isn't a bad thing, it sure is boring. Doesn't anyone have any interesting conditions? Unusual places are supposed to have unusual cases of study, damn it. Hmm. It holds. collapsing in agony and spinning in place. Now, that's something you don't see every day. Go on then, tell me what's wrong. Where and how does it hurt? Any idea what may have caused it? Oh my, for a pretty boy, he he's a lot stronger than he looks. Shun. Well, what are you waiting for? You're supposed to answer doctor's question quickly and honestly, with all the obedience of a slave. Yes, I know exactly what caused us. First thing, this morning I got a lottery ticket for the new limited edition figure that went on sale today. But alas, when I went to buy it, I realized I have gravely mistaken the store opening time and it was completely sold out. It hurts, it feels like my poor heart is about to burst from sheer envy and regret. No, wait. If one of the people who bought it turns out to be a scalper, I'll kill him and take it for myself. Why shouldn't I? I'm a goddamn pirate. But if the other buyers all turned out to be like minded comrades who bought it purely out of love, then I won't be able to do anything except curse my own stupidity. And that's why I'm suffering. Hey, why scoop me up in your strong and gentle arms if you're going to unceremoniously dump me back the ground when you're done? The incredibly boring exam is over. As for your treatment, that this should do the trick. Huh? A bandage? Wait, just a damn minute, Doc. You can't expect to heal my broken heart with a freaking band. Wait, I just realized I scraped my elbow a bit when I hit the ground. Is that what the bandage is for? Shun. I think we all learned from watching him there. Is that when the symptoms bore him, he bedside his bedside manner is Bruce. Well, are we sure this is a good idea? Well, I think that I'd say the okay. Sorry about that. I'd say the fact that he stays calm even while the patient is acting up just proves he's a first-rate physician, no? One shouldn't be stingy with resources when they are needed, but neither is there any sense in wasting them. Making judicious use of them is an important skill for any profession. Wow, everyone in this club really sees things the same way. I guess that's the part of what drew them together. Even so, don't you think he's a little unbalanced to use as your manga's protagonist? Are you sure that this is a good idea? That may be, but the result will speak for themselves, I think. Yeah, at least most likely. What's the big deal? Doesn't every memorable manga character have a quirk or two? Besides, it's not as though we have to depict our protagonist exactly like his model. We just need to take a few creative liberties. In fact, one of the secret to maintaining good relationships knowing when to overlook the faults in another. Pro, pro bodies, perfect. After all, ho ho ho. What is this typo? Nobody is perfect. And then if I've been swapped, I don't know how that can happen, but just a little life advice from your friendly neighborhood elder. You do make a good point, right? Well, I don't think that's true for every. Well, I don't think that's true for every fault. For instance, don't expect us to go overlook a certain elderly Taoist tendency to try to brainwash everyone anytime soon. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Uh, now, when are we having lunch? At any rate, I think we should keep observing him for a while longer. We still need an idea for where to take the story. Good point. Then let's keep trailing him. Gah! Where's the next chapter? I gotta read the next chapter already. Uh, a customer who read an unfinished underground doujin is raging out of control. Good grief. I just wrote you a perception for pain. Prancreations. I never devoted myself to refining it, so I'm sure it's more generic compared to teachers and Achilles is. But don't worry, it's still good enough to get the job done. Take care. Hmm. Surprisingly violent and physically orient. How should I write that down? Should I write that down? No, that's alright. There is nothing surprising about it. Every good physician relies on their stamina. That's especially true in times of war, but no less for their peace. There will for peace, okay. There will always be more patients than there are medics. So endurance is essentially essential for keeping up with treatment. That seems like it might be something worth writing down. Good timing. I always found those bloody coughing fit of yours fascinating. How can a servant be so sickly? Which of your organ causes you to cough up blood? Why? Alright, leave it to me. Lie down and don't move a muscle. I am justified in performing many exams on you as I deem necessary. Do you mind if I bisect you for science? Vivisect? Why me? Personality changes instantly when dealing with rare and unusual cases. Write that down as him immerse has immense passion for treating critically ill patients. Okay. Are you all sure about this? I really feel like our notes are mostly fabrication at this point. We are not fabricating anything. We are just taking creative liberties. Well, did you get any story ideas? Hmm, good question. We all witnessed essentially amounted to Asclepius going about a typical day, so there was nothing particularly new or interesting. Indeed, if we are going to build a story around him, we are going to need more to work with. It could be like the monster of the week, but instead of monster, it could be patient of the week type slice of life, uh, slice of life 4 comma manga. Could be interesting. So that really was just a typical day for him, huh? I don't mean to speak ill of the guy, but can I ask a possibly stupid question? I get that he is a medical genius, but don't you all think he goes too far? I'd be afraid to be one of his patients. Hey, well, my answer to that would be, huh? I wonder what all the commotion is about. Be careful, there seems to be some un- unrest up ahead. When servant fest is gonna happen already. We can't wait any longer. I can only hold out so long. We are supposed to do what we are supposed to do. Our hopes and dreams for it keep growing, and our impatience has nowhere to go. Ah crap, this is not good. I only meant for this to be a casual get together where like minded fans could pray that the next Seven Fish would go off without a hitch. But between the unexpected number of attendees and their overwhelming passion, it's just too much. Hmm, this may well get ugly. Indeed, that is a dangerous number of people for a small enclosed space. If something isn't done, those people could end up collapsing on top of one another or suffocating from lack of oxygen. Perhaps we should try to evacuate the venue while there is still time. Though I can't say whether we'll make it in time to prevent a deadly breach. Whatever we can do, let's do it. If there is a chance we can prevent an incident, then we have to try. Right, let's split up and try to evacuate as many attendees as we can. Here goes nothing. Okay, so we are gonna beat them up. Okay. What the? I can't move. The hell? Am I hallucinating? It feels like a passion is fogging the place up. So hot, I can't breathe. I feel dizzy. It looks like we were too late. I was afraid of this. Understood. Initiating emergency search and rescue. There's so many people here. We will need to work together to evacuate them before we. Oh, look at him go. He's the splitting image of the wind deity Fenbo and Fen Fei Liang. Those of you feeling sick, lie down where you are until I can come to check on you. Those of you who can move, head to the exit. Whatever you do, don't push, don't panic, and don't step on the patients. Those first, the first thing we need to do is improve the ventilation. Open the windows and get some fresh air in here. Gah. Are you a doctor? Yes. Now stay there and let me handle this. Hmm. This is no ordinary asphyxiation. This fog is a toxic miasma. It must have leaked from the bodies of certain attendees collected in the air and mingled with the magical energy. All this passion has created and rushed in an unusual reaction. In which case, those medical herbs should do the job. Here, chew on this for a while but don't swallow it. It should help you feel better. Hmm. Munch munch. Mugu mugu. Oh wow, you're right. I feel much better now. Thank you, doctor. Good. Okay, next I'll get to everyone eventually, but if any of you have unusual symptoms, speak up. This is both an order and an obligation. Gotta make sure you foolish patients speak up or else. I can't do anything but watch now. Watch right now since I can't fight the tide of people, but wow, look at him go. How is he able to treat so many patients so quickly? I'm super, I'm sure part of it is because he finds these symptoms interesting. It's not just, that's just not all of it. It's so obvious we tend to forget it, but there is another crucial element at work here. Indeed, he is Asclepius. No matter how fantastical, overbearing, or unconventional he may seem, he is still known as the god of medicine with good cause. And his raison d'etre has always been to be a hero who saves lives with medicine. Not only that, but he saves them in such a way that none can deny his contributions, and so effortlessly that it seems the most natural thing in the world. Whatever else you can say about him, he definitely gets the essential done. Hey, I'd say we finally found the core of what to build our manga story around, no? This is no time for ideal talk. Once the rush of people has died down, that's when we move into hell. Follow Dr. Asclepius' lead. And finished. Huh? What's with that look? I thought you were helping because you were on board with this project right now. Is the story too fantastical for your taste after all? No, it's not that. While the story's plot is allegorical and completely unrealistic, I have no issue with the accuracy of its depiction of the practice of medicine, setting to one side that it is fictional. This manga should improve trust in doctors and spread awareness in the benefits of modern medicine. Then what is the issue? That it's the doctor protagonist, A. He reminds me of someone, but I can't think of who. It is nagging at me. Well, no matter. There is no way a doctor who looks and acts this ridiculous actually exists anyway. Oh, I get it. You just don't have a shred of self-awareness. Well, not much to be done about that. Good grief. At least we managed to finish in time. I have to say, drawing comics is far more taxing than I'd imagined. Still, it's also been a great learning experience. Story composition, dynamic tension, comic relief, build up and payoff, foreshadowing and risking rising stakes. Indeed, one can never be too proficient when it comes to moving hearts and minds. Did you just say you feel taxed? That sounds like fatigue. which could be a sign of more serious condition. We need to examine you. Maybe he has some kind of malady particular to those drawing divisions. It's certainly not impossible. Perhaps this warrants further inspection. Come on now, stop that. I'm a medical professional myself. There is no need to trouble yourself on my account. Hang on. Maybe I can serve myself by creating talisman that makes drawing easier on my body. I could customize them to focus on stiff shoulder, lower back pain, and tendons. And then, once they take off and everyone starts buying them, I should sneak in a puppet program and oh, now that sounds like a dream come true. An elixir focused on relieving the pain that comes with drawing could be a good idea. Hmm. They were all they were so close to ending on a happy note, but now it feels like they are back to square one. It's okay. They are heroes. They all take medical stuff seriously. You can still depend on them when it comes to medical stuff. That sounds an awful lot to me like you're worried about what they might do when they are not practicing medicine. Eh, then again, I guess that's just what Happy Infirmary is like. A group of professionals who decided dedicated their lives to medicine. Without them, I'm sure the medical field in proper human history wouldn't be nearly what it is now. And this decision they made just proves how passionate they are about it. This is one of the things I love about Servantfish. Oh, interesting. Super Doctor. Okay, Asclepius. She is the Berserker. Why am I blanking on her name? Um, Her, Sanson, and Paracelsus at the back. Okay. Hmm.
まるまる先生無事抱っこ
Okay.
契約書じゃないインフォメーションは読んだ後にな聞いてない
Literally.
はみんな不
Take
幸
down
になるだけだ
defense
から
and
ちゃんと
gain
しよ
boost 2 stars. It was originally a tool carried by the King of Knights, but a certain Knight of Round Table borrowed it and turned it into a surfboard. They continued to ride the waves in a high spirit. It seems like a prank that got out of hand, but what if it was actually the result of them being truly carefree for the first time? Perhaps that's the better way to be. And of course, there is Master's duty of getting pushed around at the hands to keep the peace. If only they would stop using it inside Cardia.
う項目が一つ
Okay, let's continue with section 11, Corporate Booth of Death. Servantfish Day 6. Another Alliance club just finished their book. I know. We can't believe it either. Maybe it's just cause how fired up they were about getting Chloe back to normal. So now that you have read all the sample books, what do you think, Command Committee Head? Good grief. You all sure came through in a big way. I can't bear I can't bar these books from the market. They may not fit the regulations, but they are all beautiful in their own way. In fact, they are so good that I'm going to talk to my boss and make sure the Artoria only genre restriction gets repealed. Really? Thank you, committee head. That's awesome. Thank you, committee head. My name is Yarandu, not committee head. Just call me that, would you? Woo! Tonight we are drinking all the booze, all of it. Now that Yarandu's given her seal of approval, we can finally look forward to the Servant Festival tomorrow, like it was meant to. Huh? Hey, there is still some PAP pounds here. Grab them so we can buy the merch. Don't blame us. It's their fault for making this merch limited edition. Ah.
まだ読みたい本があるんだけど、まあいっか、すぐ読書中。その手で、はい、NSS カードそのようにはち切れそうでしょ。失礼放題こちらの話でってあげましょう。いいでしょう。ちょっと待って、準備するから。あれ、さっきまでの威勢はどうしたの？震え上がるしかないか。イースターフェイルノート。イノベーション始めますね。火薬の匂い。
うまい手を考えよう。
あ、いいね。嫌いじゃない。さっきまでの威勢はどうしたの？震え上がるしかないか。イースターフェイルノート。次の戦場に案内してください。まだまだ打ち足りません。
You got a lot more guts. You got a lot more guts than brains or manners. Don't you? Breaking into Miss Benny's Chunshinte like this. So, how do you wanna die? I'll be. I'll even be nice and let you keep your favorite body parts. So, which is it? Huh? Please, you have got us all wrong. We didn't mean any harm. We are just desperately we just desperately need AP pounds. Yeah, they have a word about that. Thief. Maybe you don't mean any harm, but we are still going to kill you, okay? No, you don't understand. We have still got money in the bank, but we can't withdraw any of it. There is no paper money left anywhere in Hawaii. Hawaii Artoria, okay. The Tezcatlipoca Corporation. Now, what did they do? Opened a booth this morning and started selling limited edition Puka brand merchandise. And now they have got the entire continent's what? They have got the entire contents of every last Servant Fest attendee's wallet. Huh? What? Is the merch so good that everyone wanted to buy it? To the point of to the point of probably In, uh, going in depth. Looks like it. Okay. Alter ego. Okay, Nero. Spriggan. No way. More. New limited time merge. They are literally putting out the hottest thing every 10 minutes. They are also well made and super expensive, but that's what's so great about them. We have never spent so much money in one place before. But what are we gonna do? All the ATMs have shut down and even the banks doesn't have any bills left. That's it. The stores. Go for the stores. Especially restaurants. They have gotta have some cash. It's okay. We are not stealing, we are just borrowing. We have got the money. It's just not cash. Well, this is downright hellish. This is like every business owner's dream come true. Yikes. Look behind the registers. They actually built an Aztec temple out of bills. How did this happen? Who only takes cash in this day and age? It glows, it growls, Mini Excalibur DX, P38 TH, that never misses even when fired blind. 117th scale, 117th scale Master Doll. Campfire set for sleeping nights come with a free sugar skull. Grown up spirit origin transformation shroom on the girl will lead, who will never see her future self. 130 Tiger Tank Bunny model, 1999, motorcycle included. Damn, that all sounds so lame. But I also want all of it. There's gotta be like something addictive in the mix here. What's the price for C and E? Tell me the price of C and E. Grown up spirit origin transformation show. uh, Master doll, okay. Yep, this. What are you doing here? End of the lines, 100 meters back. No cutting. No, more importantly, are you carrying AP pounds? No cards or payment apps allowed here. I'm willing to trade numbers for info, but I only deal in cash for physical goods. If you don't have any money, then I'll have to ask you to leave. Too bad everything you see here is only available today. Are you just completely heartless? I swear you have got a genius targeting people's weakness. Oh, thanks. I'll have to remember that one. Alright, if you want this so badly, I'm willing to deal with you a bit. How about one physical item for another? I know a good organ dealer who can get you set up. So you just straight up mafia now. That's enough, scoundrel. Anyone who would prey on an innocent girl deserves a thorough trouncing. The time has come to pay for your crimes, Tezcatlipoca Corporation. I was just going to have her work in my barbecue chicken booth since it's really short-staffed. Fine. This is a good opportunity to show off my organization's military strength, and you are certainly worthy opponents. Alright, show me what you have got, youngsters. I'll show you how experience triumphs youth. Okay. Hmm. Hopefully it doesn't have too much defense up because the Tezcatlipoca Sea is defense ignore and okay, yep, there's
妖精王オベロンさっそうと登場。いやーちょっと楽しいねこれ。
invincible three lift invincible noble phantasm NP damage, okay.
ちょっとかわいそうかな。
気分はどう？ばらまきましょう。え、それははい、NSS サービスです。もちろん
うまいと考えよう。
見たいの。耐えられるここの手頭悪そうならいっか。いいよ、嫌いじゃない。
Even if the damage from the NP doesn't get
さっきまでの威勢はどうしたの？
even if the NP doesn't get
震え上がるしかないか。ミスタ
buffs
ー
in
フェイル
the
ノート。お願い。ほら、オッケー。ぬいぐるみになっちゃえば。
okay. Oh, Ishtar's gem, the Eren gem, and behind the Tezcatlipoca is Koyanskaya.
完全配慮よろしくて。はっきりいいよ。
This
嫌いじゃ
should
ない。
be, this should be it. Yep.
惨めな雑魚虫発見。駆除しちゃおうっと。一匹も逃げられないイースターフェイルノート。もったいないけど。はあ。バツバツいっていく。ご用
いい
件
ちょっと
は
かわいそうかな。
吹っ飛びなさいま
ペーセンスの鎧ヒュッポリテの弓だ。
せ。少し物足りない。もっと暴れたい。後であなたの部屋に行っていい？
Your thriving business ends here, Tezcatli Corporation. With your head of marketing fallen, I doubt you have any more sneaky sales tactics to employ. That's so. I've still got 100 more marketing heads where that one came from, but fine. More importantly, what did I even do wrong? My business complies with all really relevant regulations. If you don't stop now, everything's going to fall apart before the finale. What about the regulation that prohibits each early sales? You're going to ruin the finale. Exactly. This fiasco ends today. I'll make sure of that. Doesn't matter how hard you all fight. It's foregone conclusion. This whole island came to an end during tomorrow's fiesta period. That can't be right. We dealt with all three calamities. There is nothing left to threaten this island. Why should we believe you? All three calamities, huh? Fine. I'll give you a special freebie. For just a few minutes, I'll show you what's going to happen to this time. Them. It doesn't matter if they are good or bad. Probably kill anyone who gets in your way. Kill anyone was who isn't one of us. Kill anyone who betrays us, friend or foe. Kill anyone who thinks differently from us, friend or foe. It could be safe, but from the concept and OST going on, I don't think it is safe. Kill them, dox them. Freedom. That is our freedom. This is the future we have always dreamt of. Attention everyone enjoying Hawaii Art today. I'm afraid we have some unfortunate news. Your actions have determined this island's future. The Servant Fist Normalization Committee is dissolved with immediate effect, and the third calamity will take its place. We have done all we could to prevent its outcome, but our efforts were insignificant. We apologize. Alright, committee head Noknaria Yarandu. Enough holding back. Please begin the real reset. The real reset. The NP. Oh, hmm. That was. That's what will happen tomorrow. If this keeps up, the whole island will go up in flames. But I'm going to end this before that happens by killing all the attendees. It was hard to hear, but he just whispered wallets. Oh, I hate being so smart. That was like totes real just enough. So like the light that's been resetting this island and the monster that's going to destroy it tomorrow. That's really you, Yarandu. No, no way. No way. This cannot be right. I would never do anything like that. Besides, oh yeah, I know, Artori. You were there with me during the last reset. You must have known what I really was. But you never said anything. You even looked after me when I woke up on the beach. So I figured I don't have anything to do with the resets. Why? Why don't you say anything, Artoria? You must have known I was the source of these resets, the real third calamity ever since then. Because you're Yarandu. I thought if you don't know, you could keep being Yarandu. That's your reason. How could you? Gah, ah, ah. Noknaria. Oh. Everyone, get out of here. That's the monster we saw in that vision of the future. We can't hope to defeat it without a plan. Well, though this would be a good idea, but I guess it wasn't. I should have started selling half a day sooner. I don't have any way to get out of this. What comes next depends on all of you. That being said, I'd feel bad about bailing and leaving you to deal with all this destruction on your own. So, the least I can do is tell you their name. The first calamity is fire, a crystallization of the clause we call instinct. It's born from fart stints and human activity. It brings festivals to a halt by draining resources. The second calamity is the ocean, a crystallization of the mouth we call intelligence. It's born from technology enthusiasm and the spirit of inquiry. It brings festival to halt with bad weather. And finally, that eye. The third calamity is discord, a crystallization of tears born from emotion. Uh, this is a cool one. It sets festival ablaze with all manner of conflicts, quarrels, and prejudice. Its name is Cernunnos. It's the widest reaching curse human create and the one they are most intimate, intimately familiar with. Cernunnos. Cie- Cianunnos. CS. Huh? I thought it was Cernunnos, but there's no. Ciasnunnos. Ciasnunnos. It sounds wrong, but okay. Let's go with that. Ciasnunnos, the widest reaching curse human create and the one they are most intimately familiar with. Hmm, that's a cliffhanger. Yep, it is. Start of summer, part one of three. Okay, let's continue. Since ancient times, people have known what life needs to flourish. That's right. Sunlight, water, and air. Only one of these things, only one of these things is not like the others. People have long praised the sun for its warmth as they have sought the blessing of water. Despite its undeniable necessity, air is forgotten simply because it cannot be seen. I'm lonely, so lonely. They are so close, but they can't understand me at all. Still, oh well, it's okay. As long as they all move and they all get along well. That's all the reason I need to stay on this planet. That was her one and only wish, and the one thing she managed to convey to the people. But the more the island's animals multiplied and the more complex the human lives became, the more different people began thinking in different ways. This led to the formation of large groups that went on to compete with one another, which meant that her one and only wish would now never come true. Huh? Does this mean they don't need me anymore? Although she didn't want to disappear, her existence kept growing fainter and fainter. If if one day she The air should vanish completely. Well, nobody knows what will become of this planet then. Oh, day one. I think this is the first time we went to day one. Seven Fest day one. Roll call. Okay. Castoria is there. Nocnaria is not there. Where is Irandu? She is gone. Before she could come back. Before she could come back because I always held her hand, but this time I couldn't even touch her. Now, Nocnaria is gone. Uh, Al Argas. Relax. She's probably not gone just yet. Nobody's disappeared from a rest reset so far, right? Okay, Dark Oberon. So he chose to dress like this, like that during the date now. Sorry for coming in through the window. I couldn't help but drop by since you guys have never been here on day one before. Yep. Is that true, Oberon? Is Nocnaria really still around? Why don't you just go see for yourself instead of making me repeat myself? For that matter. Oh, if you knew this time, if you knew all this time and you have been keeping it to yourself, then why are you agonized about her now? Yorandu is not going to disappear until this island is destroyed. Not when she is the third calamity and the representative of this island spirit. There are plenty of ways to save her and you already have access to them. Okay. So probably Castoria already knew about that, and when we mentioned the uh, Kuro being the third calamity, she did have some reaction but didn't say anything, so this was probably it. Okay. But you don't have any time to spare. The reset used up the last of Yorandu's power. That makes this the final 7 days. Be ready. Wait, we need more details. Come on. Even the Count of Monte Cristo isn't that cryptic. Yeah, what Wade said. At least give us a hint about what our first steps should be. That's so. So, you don't mind if I give it to you straight. In that case, I'll be glad to. Your biggest mistake was your happy-go-lucky attitude, thinking you'd resolve this island's trouble just by sealing off the first and second calamities. You aren't facing the real problem. Surely, even you must have figured it out by now. Hawaii Artoria's de facto ruler, the Normalization Committee. The Normalization Committee, aka AAA. That's it. Just saying that names gives me a splitting headache. Anyway, they tried to resolve the situation themselves, but this was the best they could do, resetting the game over and over in hopes of trying to get a good seed. This is what happens when you don't understand how people think, like the committee chair. Ask them about this directly. I mean, restricting genres so everyone can be equal. That's about that's about as dystopian as it gets. Oh, so you are their intention behind restricting doujin genres to Artoria alone was to eliminate differences between clubs and help everybody get going. Well, yeah. I don't want to get bogged down in empty chatter, but you picked the wrong person to be your great detective. Maybe our Arturia would have been better off as an assistant or a police detective blundering about the crime scene. What was that? Pretty rich coming from the Dark Fairy King. Oh good, you're back to your usual self. Alright, I'm leaving the rest in your hands. Yeah, you better run. I, I'm gonna get back so good also. Thanks for the advice. Wait, correcting the committee isn't going to resolve the real problem here. I'd even say it's the wrong path entirely. This isn't a solvable problem, so a solution isn't what you need here. You need to demonstrate there is still hope. But hey, I'm pretty sure you get that by now. Anyway, that's all for me. I definitely don't want to get caught up in an exten- existential threat myself, so I'm going to head back to Cardia now. Cheeky Oberon. He's gone. Oberon just vanished like a puff of smoke. Still, I think he gave us more than enough information to act on. What should we what would you like to do now, Master? What else? Pay the normalization Pay the normalization committee headquarters a visit. Let's go. Let's see who the head of the normalization committee is actually. Since Lochner is following that person, so I think it's going to be Arturia Avalon, but I'm, I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, you want to tour our headquarters? Yes, of course, that would be fine. The normalization committee is overboard about everything we do, so we are happy to host social studies field trip. Ahahaha. What's more, you are in luck since AAA, our chairperson, is in the office today. They'd be happy to hear whatever you wish to say, however. You'll need to prove you are strong enough to get past us first. Please don't misunderstand. We are a friendly security team here to only test your strength. Just as soon as things get dangerous, we'll end the match, so please don't hold back. Okay, random battle. All the night classes, so I can just continue this team and it will work fine. Oh. The main theme of Elvis 6. Okay. Conscripted manager.
うまい手を考えよう。
Okay.
言ったでしょ、最新の巫女だって。見て見なさいよ、結局ケルヌンヌ。契約を続行しますか？いい判断です。それでこそ私のマスターかと。
So, this is the chairperson's office. It is kind of seems like I get you. This is like totes the kind of room fit for a final boss fight. It looks like uh, what's his name? Gendo's room from the Evangelion, the father of Shinji, the room that he sits in, table in the middle and glass windows around him. So keeping quiet because they have already figured out who the chairperson is from the atmosphere alone. Oh, is it going to be the Lancer Artoria? The bunny version? Nope. Okay, so I was correct before. Welcome, Guardians. Thank you for coming. I am the chairperson of the Normalization Committee, aka AAA, Arturia Avalon something. The Arturia Avalon Association. Yep. I know I may look like the most beautiful girl ever, but please just think of me as a calculator designed to oversee servant press. Huh? Are you me? How do you get a swimsuit like that? No fair. Yes, I am you, but I must say, I was quite fond of your bunny ears as well. My apologies. It wasn't my intent to waste our precious time with idle chatter. I'm also sorry, I could only make time to see you today. My role as chairperson keeps me quite busy. Are you nervous? I'm sure you are. Please have a seat and make yourself at home. Senpai, should we point out that there doesn't seem to be a single chair in here? Ha ha ha. Hey Arturia, what the hell is going on here? What's the meaning of this, Arturia? Right, of course you'd be mad. Believe me, I feel so bad about this. I'd leave right now if I could. But this isn't the time for that, so I'm going to say my piece. What in the world were you thinking, me? Not even the greatest detective ever could have deduced that the culprit was actually themselves. And why is Muramasa your head of security? Are you just doing whatever the hell you want now? Have you no shame? I'm forced on overseeing the calculation system here. So in fact, no, I don't have any concept of shame. As for Muramasa, I forced him to cooperate since his usual attire, or lack thereof, was enough to qualify as a swimsuit. You have not seen him around Hawaii Artoria because he's been going around inspecting the island for me. Sorry, I didn't catch that. What you saying? Were you saying you wanted me to kill you? Should I get Shengong in here so we can go out together? Easy there, Arturia. Let's just take a step back, okay? Sorry to interrupt, but could we maybe get to the reason we are here? My apologies. Let me give you the answer for some important questions. Why was Hawaii Artoria formed? Why did the calamities start to appear? And how can we save Yarandu, the great spirit Vanjina? It all started with Bibi. Out of her natural drive to improve herself and her inherent sense of hospitality, she decided to add new elements to Lulu Hawa because it would be boring to just have the same island as last time. And thus Hawaii Artoria, a fusion of Hawaii and Australia, was created to be the new home for Servant Fish. Of course, the name Hawaii Australia still had room for improvement, so I later changed it to Hawaii Artoria. All to mislead you, of course. Innocent smile. Hawaii sounds like BB tastes haven't changed at all. However, this is where the problems begin. Adding Australia to the island led to new elements that was out of BB's control. Vanjina, the legendary great spirit of Australia, said to be the air itself. by carving out Australia's northwest region, the home of Wangina's legend, and attaching it to Luluhawa. The once forgotten Wangina awakened once again. As a spirit of air, she is not visible, nor is she the kind of being to interfere in affairs of others. Bibi therefore elected to ignore her, not seeing her as a significant concern. This turned out to be a dangerous decision. While I did just say she had been forgotten, it was more accurate to say that she had been carefully laid to rest after her work was complete. That way, she was able to remain a legend and stay a part of human history. But now that she has woken up, she knows that no one sees her, that no one needs her. Her grief at the realization created an anomaly anomaly on the island, which became a calamity that threatened to wipe it from existence. So it took so I took control of Singularity from BB and banished her from it. BB, an evil AI completely lacking in self-awareness, has no idea what she ends up when she ends up toying with self-awareness, has no idea that she ends up toying with people's heart in her attempt to learn about them. I then became the Singularity's new overseer and created the Servantfest Normalization Committee to solve its problem. Okay. I see. So you didn't steal the Singularity so much as confiscated it. Vanjina, the Great Spirit. So that's what happened. Just what I expected, what I would expect from someone who resembles King Arthur. I can sincerely imagine that what it must have been taking to accomplish all that. However, there is one thing I still don't understand. Why did you also impose a tyrannical law banning all genres but one? Yes, about that. It seemed I made an error in judgment. Although legends of Wangina still exist, there are very few depictions of what she was like. The only thing we know for certain about her was that she hates conflict. One reliable account states that she used to continuously say to all the island's creatures, "You mustn't fight with one another. Getting along well with everyone else is the best way to lead an easy life." So I tried restricting the doujin market to a single genre. I thought having a common theme would prevent conflicts from arising. Well, I suppose working in the same genre would eliminate any kind of competitive mindset and ideological differences we often see between clubs. But I'm afraid Oberon is right. The rule doesn't do anything to address the fundamental problem. Huh? The Fairy King said that, did he? Anyway, we agree that the genre restriction was a bad idea, so let's move on. Why don't we move on to another question? I've got something to ask. Who is Zirandu exactly? She is Vanjina's proxy. I tried talking to Vanjina myself, but she simply does not understand the language of Earth. But she has an earnest wish to understand humans better. So I recreated and summoned a being that could serve as a vessel for her. Okay, let's just go with that. One whose spirit origin had the highest possible affinity with spirits like her, which would in turn allow her to see the island from a human perspective. That being was Yarandu, the southern cross that serves as a waypoint for travelers. I see, since Nocnaria is a fairy, it was easier for her to harmonize with a spirit than it would be for a human heroic spirit. Does that mean the woman we have been calling Yarandu is actually Vanjina herself? No, she is still not Naria. She's she willingly chose to become Vanjina's eyes and sealed away her memories for herself. But her personality, disposition, and everything else about her remains Nocnaria. Though Yarandu, the great spirit Vanjina bore witness to your lives. Furthermore, although Nocnaria does not exist in proper human history, I was the one who personally chose to entrust this task to her. So, where is Yarandu, or rather Nocnaria now? Now that she remained, Yarandu is actually just an imaginary spirit. Her mind has come to complete em- embody Vanjina's will. It just it's just like what happened with Giant Crow, when was a develop which was a development I absolutely did not foresee. I kind of I was kind of hoping we could just all forget that happened. If you can defeat said Nunos, the say Nunos, Sias Nunos, the third and greatest calamity, then Nocnaria should return to her sense, at least temporarily. But that still won't solve the problem. I decided to hold Servant Fist to prove to Vanjina that her wish for everyone to get along hasn't been forgotten. Okay, so that's why BB said to when this singularity ends, everyone should be happy. Because if not, and then she didn't elaborate on that. Okay. I also prepared a reset function as an emergency backup in case I fail to do so. As I have thus far failed, I have had to reset the festival several times now. Yeah, yeah. So that's what the we are all responsible part was about. But like, since there since there is three calamities trying to mess things up, isn't Servant Fist rigged no matter what we do? Like, what are those things anyway? It's not like you came up with them, right? I think that will answer those questions. I think this will answer those questions. What? That's a crazy looking mosquito design. Oh my, what grace, what elegance. To think I would see a creature like you in this day and age. Tell me the truth. Are you our king? Me? Nah, I'm seriously no king. I just came to check this place out because it seemed like it was full of grudges and resentment. Done with that, so I'm leaving. Oh, I knew it. At long last, we have been granted a new king. This calls for celebration, for a festival. Listen, everyone, this man is our new king. Please, my liege, undo the bindings, seal binding. The cave. We feel so bad for the humans these days that we can hardly rest. There must be a cleansing so thorough it is only 3 steps removed from extinction. Please, my new king, let me introduce you to Vanjina. Vanjina's powerful curves are incredible. When unleashed, they will bring about righteous retribution. They will give from to humans wickedness and extend divine justice. Exact divine justice. Were you listening to me? I just refused because no one here, no one's here. Why would you think I? Ah, it's because I said I'm no king, isn't it? Damn it. I messed up. Of course, that kind of statement's gonna get twisted. Alright, I'll play along for a little bit. So, where do you want me to go? What is it you want to show me? It seems you have done this sort of thing before, my liege. It took all our strength to destroy that barrier, but you broke through it easily. Oh, you mean that bounded field protecting the cave? Yeah, that was nothing, especially since I know whose magecraft it was. So, what's in here anyway? So I thought that the the forest was sealed by Morgan before the calamities break out. I thought it was after the calamity had already broken out that Morgan sealed the forest. But okay, so Morgan probably already knew about this. So what's in here anyway? This, to tell you the truth, there is so much we don't know about Vangina ourselves. I think she still has much to learn about the world. So she needs a guide to teach her about the world. We were hoping that with your kingly wisdom you could come up with a plan to convey Vangina's feeling to the humans. Okay, that is a much bigger ask than I was expecting. Ah, what a pain. But I guess the air here's not too bad. Vangina's spirit of air. I'll admit that's got a suck being ignored for so long. So she's got something important to say. She wants a form everyone can see, and that form has to reflect people's hope, huh? My day selves a lot better at this kind of stuff. In my current mood, the best I can come up with are things that things like the three calamities or stupid be- benevolent god Cernunnos. Ah, so then he drew. Whoopsies, that might have been the wrong thing to say. Magnificent. So these are the forms our warnings will now take before they descended upon the humans, yes? Ah, Fairy King, our Spirit King, from the day forth you shall forever be known as our greatest leader, the Dark Fairy King. Whatever you do, don't spread that name around. I mean it. And there you have it. Still, everyone, even without Oberon's help, it was only a matter of time until the seal of that cave was broken, and there's a chance things would have gone even worse without him. So I decided to intercept these events as him helping us by giving the calamities easy form for us to understand. I therefore refrained from punishing him. Oh, I'll be taking care of that later. I guess in one sense you could say he's a victim himself. I don't think so. Hawaii Artoria, Vangina, and the three calamities. That this does answer all of those questions, but we are no closer to knowing what to do about them. I guess it just comes down to making sure Servantfist succeeds. Indeed, while I still am absolutely certain that eliminating conflict by restricting book to the Artoria genre was a perfect way to go, I will also admit that it seemed to have ultimately backfired. So now that things have come to this, the normalization committee will revert the rules to those of the previous Servantfist. The rest is up to you. Please, I beg of you, find a way to grant Vangina's wish and make Servantfist succeed without conflict. Doing so will bring an end to this singularity. An endeavor free of conflict. I don't think anything like that exists anywhere in the world. Hey, even putting that problem aside, we have also got to stop these calamities. The first calamity, fire. Calamity's fire. If we don't stop it, it'll burn down the woods, so the printer won't be able to print new books. The second calamity is all about Storm. If we don't stop it, it'll get event cancelled due to in inclement weather. So then, what's the third calamity? And like, for that matter, didn't Morgan say the second calamity has was her doing? Morgan simply grasped the situation on the island the instant she arrived, and elected to make use of the second calamity for her own selfish ends. Hmm, this is interesting since Oberon said that the bounded field around the cave, he already knew who made that. So, and we thought that no, we got the answer that it was Morgan who eradicated the bounded field around the dark forest and the probably the cave as well. So, hmm, and Arturia is saying that Morgan, when she arrived, the calamities were already formed. So it was after what Oberon had done in the cave. Let's continue. I don't fully grasp how the bounded field was already there before Morgan has already arrived. Before Morgan arrived, the singularity. So I swear, mm, I swear, who does she think she is? With her Breston and all the Lady of the Water stuff. I do hope you all won't give even Arturia face like her too much of your time. But I digress. He wanted to know more about the third calamity, yes? The third calamity is Vangina's grief itself. It is an overreaction to conflict that will ultimately result in the destruction of both sides. The curse of gatekeeping. This is just funny. I don't know why, but okay. No way. That's almost too dark for words. Gatekeeping. What is that? Do you know, Chloe? Yes, it's not exactly how it is. It's used in fandom circles. But in the simplest term, it's refusing to accept fellow fans of something because of minor differences of opinion. I'd say these feelings definitely qualify as a curse. No wonder Cernunnos is drawn to them. The calamities aren't what's setting this island on fire. Paper shortage, storm, artists who missed their deadlines. None of those ultimately matter. The real problem is the clash between the souls, the roots of conflict that everyone, attendee and artists alike, has deep within them. The feeling that drives us to try and make something better than anything else, or to stand a particular fandom harder than anyone else. It's the desire to compete with their fellow fans that's been sending Servantfest up in flames. Hmm. Okay, so I don't I can't think of anything that can prevent the third calamity from approaching. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what else they can do. Okay, I get what's going on. It was a damn complicated. It was so damn complicated. I wanted to shut you up halfway through, but I got it. What are what what are we supposed to do then? Though, even if we are talking about the spirit of air and a world-level threat, you really can't just make everyone get along. Nobody in history has ever pulled that off. Hey, I pulled that off on my pirate ship. All 30 members of my crew got along swimmingly. Of course, if anyone got sloppy, I'd shoot him in the legs when they were least expecting it. But still, the real that's what's really holding us back. She sees things from so high up that she's applying her standards of wanting everyone to get along with the whole damn world. Like even divine spirits only concern themselves with what's in their portfolios. It sounds like Vanjina would even consider my desire to compete in a kind of conflict. How in the world can we make sure everyone gets along well enough to satisfy her? Right, I think Oberon said, what did he say? This isn't a solvable problem, so a solution isn't what you need here. You need to demonstrate there is still hope. Okay, so we don't have to prove that it's the prove the possibility. No, we have to prove that it is possible, not apply it or something. Or am I confusing it? Whatever. We just have to prove that it is possible instead of 100%. Uh, what do you say? 100% showing it to her. That's it. We have been looking at it all this all wrong. Senpai, do you have an idea? We we all need to make a work of art together. It's the only way. We are going we are all going to make a single work of art together. Oh, hmm. Yeah, that could work. Cooperating on a single project so that everyone has their own input. In a way, collaborating with everyone to focus on a single thing. I'm blanking on words, but okay, I get it. A collaborative efforts between all the clubs, a joint dojin. You're right, that would be a great example of everyone getting along. And if we can just show it to Vanjina, then she would understand that her wish wasn't haven't been forgotten, and that we all feel the same way. We can't stop everyone from getting into conflicts, but we can still convey that we all want to get along. But Vanjina doesn't understand our language, right? So even if we manage to make this joint ocean, she's not gonna know what it sees. That's there is only one way to make sure she gets it. We make it a mural, like the one we saw in the cave. Yes, that was proof of Vanjina's existence. Lancelot, Sir Gawain, can you prepare a large beautiful slab of rock for us to work with? It should be small enough to fit inside that cave, but large enough for everyone to contribute a drawing. Manual labor like that is right up our alley. Wouldn't you agree, Sir Gawain? Of course, I'll break and carry the rocks, and you can polish them with your Arendite. Rest assured, we will see our jobs done to perfection. What about you, Sir Lancelot? Sir Tristan, what will you do? I'm going to gather engraved materials. Oh, and will also need paint for those who prefer to work with that. Alright, I'm in. It's not like every day it's not every day you get to collaborate on a giant rock mural. Blackbeard, let's go bring as many servants as we can in on this too. Roger that. Don't worry, any pirate worth its salt would sooner die than miss out on a huge event like this. That leaves the workspace. Since that cave is where we found Vanjina's mural. Ah, I know just the place to crash. Oh man, I can't wait to see the look on Bhavansid's face. Everyone's going to be at the witch's hut. Witch's house. Okay. Last node for today, I would say. Hello, is anyone home? Are you there, Miss Refined Intellectual Rain Witch? Ah, can you not knock quietly? I didn't think I'd see you here again, but since you came all this way, I guess I can make you some tea. What? Do you think we are friends, you stupid shitty weakling? What do you bring all these people for? Does that does it? I'm killing you all right now. Uh, to
薄すぎて気づかなかった。
Okay.
はい、NFS サービス。そのように。そのように。はい、NFS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。髪、乱れてますね。おしとやかで。
Tamamo's theme, or probably Koyotsuka's theme, I think this is.
あなたに決めた。いかほど。
I think this should be it.
質量イコール破壊力です。
Seems
どこにいようと逃がしません。
strong.
お覚悟のほどよろしいですか。スクルカーユナスラッシャー。どうしとれんの。いた。マヤパンパーチ。目障りですね。そっか。いかほど。よそ見厳禁です。そっか。続行
Okay,
しますか。
easy battle.
いい判断です。それでこそ私のマスター。
I see. So that's what the underground mural was about. Alright, I don't want the enshrined deity's reputation to get screwed up any more than it already has. You can use the house and cave. And circumstances being what they are, I'll even forgive you for that savage beating you just gave me. On one condition. What is that? What's that? You have no idea what your face looks like right now, do you? Alright, I know what I want. Besides, it's fun to mess with earnest types like you. If I'm going to let you use this house, then I want the Hick Fairy and the fake Tamlin to make a book together too. Well, pretty terrifying conditions, right? I mean, what's more torturous than making a book? If you agree to be my assistant, then I might be willing to contribute to your unbridled glee. Woohoo! I'll do that. I'll do it. I have been wanting to make my own dojin anyway, so of course, I'll do it. I have been longing to make my own dojin this whole time. Really? You have, big brother? Of course he has. Like, I'm honestly surprised the top assistant from the last Servant Fist managed to go this long without making one. I'm totally on board with this, of course. Way to go, Master. It feels like your summer's finally about to begin. I guess that settles it then. Alright, let's get started right away. Ah, I can't wait to see you fail. I mean, there is no way anyone can actually make a whole book by the final day if they are only getting started now. So get ready, cause when you inevitably fail, I'm going to be right there to turn your pathetic crying face into a sticker and preserve it for all of time. Hey, what's you smiling about, Pumpkin? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about how you really are. Well, that's enough, you two. If we are going to make a doujin, we don't have any time to waste on pointless chit chat. We need to decide on genre, come up with a plot, estimate how many pages we can put out within the time we have left. Set our minimum viable quality line and start looking for collaborators. I may not be up to the task, Master, but if I must become a heartless beast, be to be your editor, then that's just what I'll do. Guess I have got two beasts to deal with now. I guess the beast of ancestors has finally awakened. All right, this is going to be the last 7 days of Servant Fest, so let's get to the work on our doujin. Okay. So this is probably the last. Oh. Master Mash Artorias collaborative illustration was added. What is the one on the top? The above master. Looks interesting. Okay. So this is the last doujin that is actually required to unlock, I would guess. Illustrations 4 out of 28. Illustrations are added to the mural by taking collaborative illustrations. You can see the illustrations you have collected by tapping the illustrations button on the map. Okay, clear collaborative illustration quest. They are added. Tap review. Okay, next. Club Fairy Britain Caldia has been established. Okay, so so let's begin. I'm just the last portion of this is actually quite interesting. The start was pretty slow, but then it is picking up right now. So, whatever. I'll just take. I don't have a second append unlock, so I can't loop with 50% CE. Okay. Collaborative illustration. Attack club representative. Okay. Kalia Gamer representative, Mount Liang representative, Clothiers representative. Okay. Pop, be with the lead. Praise me if you are right well. Everyone's doing so well.
NSS サービスです。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんいかほど。
I think the event damage should be enough to
最新の巫女だって
at least
見て
lower
見
the
なさいよ。結束ケルメンナ。
lower the HP significantly back. It didn't seem
目
like it.
障りですね。
Okay.
私は強い。多分失礼いたします。褒めて。
これが効くはずだ。
イノベーション始めます。
うまい手を考えよ
いいよ。パキッとしてるね。惨めなザコ虫発見。駆除しちゃおうって。おい、一匹も逃げられない。イースターフェイルノー
う股間じゃねえ。
タ。みんな
何のつもりだ。
ほら、起きて。
何のつもりだ。何のつもりだ。
500. Okay.
逃がすか。
手走り。夢夢おこたるべからずっと。イノベーション始めますとか思ってる。いっそ私がケルヌンになっちゃえばいいのにね。
いいとも。
ほど言ったでしょ。最
I
新の
don't think
巫女
she's
だ。
going to kill me. That's why I think
見なさいよ。
God's
結束
gonna
ケル
put
メ
her
ン
on.
ナ。大事な服が。
何のつもりだ。エースの鎧。
吹っ飛びなさいませ。
Hey, 22 hit
フレン
again.
チパンチ
I think
失礼いたし
they'll
ます。
talk about it. Yep.
終わったかい。敵対しているものだとはいえ、倒してしまうのはちょっと忍びなかったね。
Hmm. Nice. Tomoe goes in Miss Crane, Huyanjo, Kyokte Bakken, and Asclepius collaborative illustrations was added. Okay. Rider and Assassin. Hmm. Rider and Assassin. Who could they be? Everyone in the fucking. Okay. Oh, Mordred and Jekyll probably. Mordred's Summer as writer. Yep. Jekyll and Mordred.
ただいま整備中。
Looks Panalto about to.
完全敗北。そのように。そのように。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのように。困るといい。早起き、キッチン、お弁当。いい、すごく。いい、すごく。いつまでも小さくはないのです。生命とは成長するのに、その極限を見せましょう。みちん切り。
dangerous too.
ないのか。来た来た来た来た。
Trusting.
完全敗北よろしくて。
うまい手を考えよ
早起きキッチン。
う。ちょっとかわいそうかな。
Mordred is going to improve
驚くの
the
ね。
story.
タイムスケールグリッドいじる。さあ行くぞ。ヤングフルローこうしてザバー吹き飛べ。イノベーション始まります。
どうも。
Yeah, she's going to get destroyed.
いつまでも小さくはないのです。生命とは成長するのに、その極限を見せましょう。
The real racist, yeah. Okay. Mordred and Jekyll's collaborative illustrations was added. Mirrors, okay. Berserker and Raida. Hmm. Even if it's explored. I can't think of anything. Any servant who would be Berserker and Rider. Tamamo? Oh, Jalder and Peach. I'd rather drop tutorials than myself. A collaborative issue is not a bad idea.
はい、NSS サービスね。そのように。はい、NSS サービスイノベーション始めたらよく困るという。母まあよ。
He made a thumbs up for
は
both
した
of
ない
them.
母ですが、
I don't
本
see
気で
that.
怒るとこうなるのです。今度はまで会いましょう。目障りですね。
Okay. One left. Okay.
完全敗北よろしくて。完全敗北よろしくて。
Hmm. Yeah.
さて、ここからだ。
いい、すごく
Should
それ。
complete it.
はしたない母ですが、本気で怒るとこうなるのです。今度はまで会いましょう。
やめて。
契約を続行しますか？いい判断です。それでこそ私のマスター。
Teach and Jean Alter's collaborative illustrations of Addict. Uh, Jean's very chuny pose. Yeah, just do it pose. Okay, and now what is it? Unlock by raising Fairy Britain Cardia Clubs. Progress to level 6 and complete all collaborative illustration quests. Okay, so not here. Okay, it will be here. Scales of Fantasy.
作家の皆さんステーキ本能のエナドリ エナドリ 今の進行状況
It is just nice to just
このカレー
go
食べ
through
る
it
と理性が
since
上
I
がるの
already
ね
have all the materials to probably complete all the dojins, I would say.
エナドリか
I haven't looked at how much the dojin currencies I required to complete all of the quests, but I think I should be fine without using the dojin drop CE
作家の皆
and just going with the event shop CEs. Okay.
このカレー食べると理性が上がるのねあ、本当だどんどん頭が良くなってい
Started
く気がす
summer.
る
Start of summer part 2 of 3. Servant Fest Day 4. Damn it, this is just an album. No, it's worse than an album. Why isn't the story coming together? I'm developing it and everything. I'm not making a categor- categ- catalog this time. The story needs to be the star. I can't put it out like this. Not now that I have chosen Orkney for the setting. Orkney for the setting. Sounds like things are going pretty badly over there. Okay. Wait, are you going somewhere? I'm just heading out for a bit. Got it. See you later then. Don't worry, I'll cover for you with Mash. Yep, she read she read the expression. Oh, I don't know where you plan to go, but whatever it is, maybe you should take Suzuka's motorcycle. Yep. So that's the story. I see. So Bhavansit is holding up in the house working on a creative project for some kind. To think the daughter of the High Queen of Fairy Britain would concern herself with something so trivial. It seems she still has yet to understand her place. Thank you for telling me. I will pay her a visit later. Pargest, accompany me. Me? I can certainly show you around that forest if you like. But making a book, I've never done anything like that before. Not to mention that if I'm doing so means I also need to visit the city. Well, all the more reason to do so. You are the one of the finest knights in my service. I cannot have one who is practically an extension of my own hands saddled with dishonor forever. This conversation is over with. Return to that house at once. Whatever you do, do not stop by the beach, as there is a good for nothing dragon there building a nest. Ah, very good. Yep. Oh, her. I thought she was talking about Vortigern. Melusine. Okay. Do I make myself clear? Melusine is making a nest. Okay. I'm back. What are you doing sneaking in here, idiot? Just you just went out for some air, right? I know you don't have the guts to run off and play, so when you walk in here, do it with your head held. Held. Hello there, people. I don't know. I apologize for sudden intrusion. My name is Ask the Rain Witch. I was told you are you are making books here. Hold, I appreciate your courtesy of I appreciate the courtesy of your introduction, but this is this is a special place. The fate of the whole island rests on what happens over here. The next one happens here over the next few days. We must be selective about who we let inside, and that goes double for one who openly declares herself a witch. Wait, you have got it all wrong. This is her house. I mean, she looks exactly like the picture of the Rain Nation's liberation I found in Mother's library. It must be her. So you know who I am. Thank you, young lady. It's quite all right, Sir Lancelot. You were only doing what only good knight would do. A knight's first duty is the protection of their lord, after all. In fact, I have such a knight accompanying me as well. Greetings, I am Red Elder, the maid. I have come along with to protect and serve Lady Ask. Lady Red Elder, what a lovely name for a dignified, elegant woman like yourself. Forgive me for asking, but have we met? No, I don't believe. You must be mistaken, Sir Knight. I see. I never would have forgotten a woman as beautiful as her before. Am I losing my touch? More importantly, what are you doing here? I have only been staying here because no one else was using it. Now that you are home, I'll clear right out. No, please, by all means stay. I create this house to serve as a bounded field, and I think it's happy to have someone like you living in it. Now, more importantly, I was told you are in the midst of creating a story revolving around fairies. Would you be willing to let me help? I think I may be able to contribute some knowledge, if nothing else. Oh, yes, of course. That would be great. Hey, hey, what are you laughing at, asshole? Come on, come on. Now, come on. Get out of your seat so Lady Ace can take a load off. As for the maid, Red Elder was it? That outfit really doesn't suit you. But fine, I'll play along. Go clean the upstairs bedroom, Would you? If Lady Ask is going to be staying there, it needs to be spotless. You needn't tell me. I'll get to work straight away. Alright, I'm feeling inspired. Pay the mush, Bumpkin Fairy. We need to go back over the whole rough draft. We'll change gears to focus more on the emotional stuff than violent. Okay, that was a complete 180 on her mood. Okay. Oh, Cernunos too. Melusine, Babansit, and Bernuno's collaborative illustrations was added. Sid's one is pretty cute, having her held the teddy bear, and Melusine's as adorable as ever. Hmm. Oh, is Melusine doing the Rika dance from Junibyo? She has that pose, so could be. Okay. Anyways, Castor and Rida. Attack Witch and Hilper Fairy. Okay, so probably Ace and Habitrot. Would make sense. Yep. Is the savior Habitrot.
思い出す
No,
思い出すインドル
I can draw two. Yay.
はい NFS カードそのようにはい NFS サービスでそのように失礼
Okay,
こちらの
two
話
left.
です
I can probably just three turn loop. And on the last. Yeah, I'll just do that.
はいはいはい
Okay.
いつまでも小さくはないのです生命とは成長するのにその極限を見せましょう吹っ飛びなさいますこれ使う小手調べですこれ使う完全配慮よろしくて完全配慮よろしくて
うまい手を考えよう。どうも。ちょっとかわいそうかな。ヘーテウスの鎧。
はしたない母ですが本気で怒るとこうなるのです今度はまで会いましょうやべ
おったかい。敵対しているものだとはいえ倒してしまうのはちょっと忍びなかったね。
Habitrot is adorable. Castor at the hotel. Castor. You look so interesting. Nope, I can't think of anyone. Oh, modern lady of the lake, the water
あがくのですね。
collective. What?
そのようにイノベーション始めませんです。よろしくて。はい、NFS サービスです。もちろんお望みのように。止まるといい。はい。
I
はしたない母ですが、本気で怒るとこうなるのです。本能まで会いましょう。トントントン。それ。怒りましたよ。余裕です。遠慮はいりません。
good idea. Actually,
それリングクラブよ、十分楽しみでしょ。これ以上は必要ですか。
okay.
イノベーション始めます。
さてここからだ。
いい、すごく
いいとも。
Hmm.
いつまでも小さくはないのです。生命とは成長するもの。その極限を見せましょう。
ペーセンスの鎧。
シュガーフェイドにキャンドルアトラクション。自由に振る舞いすぎたよ。格の違いを知りなさい。そう、エンゲージ。
僕の力じゃないさ。
Oh,
気が引けるけどね。
okay.
ペーセンスの鎧。
こうしてザバー。余裕です。仕事とはいえ私も女ですので、実利、成績、そして趣味を優先で楽しませていただきましたわ。
Okay, nice, cute.
夏を楽しむか。
できる研修者くらい。これぞセスカサマースタイル。マジてんこ盛り。そのように、はい、NFS サービスです。もちろん皆様に悩ませさ失礼。どこかこちらの話です。いい判断です。いい判断です。死になさい。慈悲、神戸を垂れよ。恐怖も希望もない何人も通るにあたわず。何を喜んでいるのです。 私が出たのです。勝利は約束される。
Hmm. Suzuka running. Ah, Lancelot trying to look as fancy as ever. Trying to seduce. Okay. I think there is one more. Yep, one more, and let's see what else is there. Okay.
いい出来です。ここの全体エモすぎんだろ。頭悪すぎてその手がイノベーション。このように完全敗北。失礼。はい、こちらのサービスです。もちろん物攻めのままに。いっそ私がケルヌンになっちゃえばいいのにね。いいよ、嫌いじゃない。惨めな雑魚虫発見。駆除しちゃおうっと。一匹も逃げられない。イースターフェイルノートアローペン。はあ、危ない。もったいないけど危ない。序章物が危ない。危ない。
He just got set. I put my foot into it. Anyone but satisfying.
最果ての幼いあなたへ。あなたを信じて、あなたを見上げて、今も私は走っています。胸に宿る星の鼓動、ホープビル・キャメロット。忌々しい。自由に振る舞いすぎたようです。少年、そこですね。
It's a one time, right?
完全敗北。よろしくて。
Yep, one left.
いっそ私がパキッとしてるね。お願い。言ったでしょ、最新の巫女だって。ほら見て見なさいよ。結局ケルヌンのアローペン。もったいないけど危ない。ぬいぐるみになっちゃう。ゲート・オブ・アバレルモルデュール。
さて、ここからだ。なーに、僕の力じゃないさ。ああ、分かった。気が引けるけどね。
あれ、さっきまでの威勢はどうしたの？ま、震え上がるしかないか。イースターフェイルノートアローペン。危ない。
僕だってやればできるさ。椅子に座ってるだけが王様じゃないとも。
Okay. I don't know how many coins are required to unlock one of it. It's in P1 for 4 star. cute. Okay. Hmm. Part 12 and 13 and 14 is, I think, epilogue, if I remember correctly. I saw it at the beginning of the event, so okay. Seven Fest Day 6. Club Fairy Britain Cardia final meeting. Okay. This should be easy. Who could be the ruler since Melusine already is on the altar, so. Oh. Super Advisor Mysterious Headmaid X Ask the Rain Witch.
まだ読みたい本があるんだけどまあいっかすぐ終わらえも痛いの耐えられる魔術師殿に糖分を取らなくっちゃえいカッティングスプレーシューッと春の鼓動はこのように
Oh, I could have used. Anyways.
いっそ私がケルヌンになっちゃえばいいのにねパキッとしてるね
That's fine. I just
惨めな雑
forgot
魚虫
that I
発見
changed
駆除
the
しちゃおうっと一匹も逃げられないイースターフェイルモードやるねみんなお願い何の図書室に何の
nice.
何の
Okay.
ところに刃開いた輝けるバード開いたみんな位置について罪はあっちだね物語を語りましょう旅立ちの誓いグゼの童話幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしないホークウィル・キャメロットイエーイハイタッチ次もこの調子でいこう
Okay. Are they really only your... What? Are these really your chapter titles? Awful. Color. Color balance third rate. Graphic design third rate. Font third rate. Really, the whole book's coloring has a long way to go. Were you trying to make it look like fine art or something? Shut up, I didn't ask you to come in and take charge of design. You just barged in and started taking up space like the whole damn world was your nest. So you do get it. Grow a few brain cells while I wasn't looking, Baban said. Seriously, who invited her here? Speak up so I can throw you both into the nearest volcano. Calm down, I am serious about this. I swear on my honor as the strongest being in the world, that I'm going to make this into the best book it can be. I'm not going to compromise on a single aspect of production. It's a collaboration with my lover after all. Huh? What the hell did I just hear? Who do you think you are fooling? No one in their right mind would want a little runt like you for a lover. If you are real, I'd love to meet them. Go on. Who is it? Lancelot? Cause of the shared name thing? A shocked face. Ah, okay. There, I did it. After 129 attempts, I finally drew something that looks good. Indeed, this drawing truly reflects your innate diligence and integrity, Lady Red Elder. Oh Lord Gawain, how long have you been standing there? Never mind that. Just please forget what you heard here. I'm only doing this because my lord commanded it, so don't be so modest. You may never have drawn this if not for your job, but you were all, but you were still growing with joy while you worked on it. To tell you the truth, I don't find as though a fairy as coarse and boyish as myself had any right to contribute to this mural, but seeing you draw has inspired me. Coarse and boyish though I may be, I will still enjoy taking on this challenge, and I intend to do just as well as you, if not better. Hey, I know, let's put Habitrot in here too. She's cute if nothing else. Wait, I wholeheartedly agree that Habitrot is adorable, but that's only scratching the surface. She's also kind. Go on, Mush. She's also kind, considerate, grateful, and brave enough to stand up to even the most fearsome opponent despite her small stature. That's what makes her Habitrot. So, if we are going to include her, we have to do her justice. Mash. Yep. uh, okay. If you are that set on it, then sure. Also, why is she shaking hands so vigorously with Lady Ask? Yep, just LB6 things. I don't think Ask remembers LB6. I hope she doesn't, because that was traumatizing for her. Okay, so tomorrow is the day. The day Wade said the city will burn even without the enshrined deity's help. They do say the UDK has been diligent about putting out fires whenever they pop up, but what am I doing here? I formed the UDK ex- explicitly to prevent another calamity of the beast from ever coming about. But I have been so scared that I might transform upon seeing flames that I have been hiding away in the forest. I could not agree more. You were once known as the wonder child of the Fang clan, and now look at you. What happened? Did Caldia defang you? Your Majesty, what if someone sees you just like that? Worry not. They are all inside sleeping the sleep of the exhausted in preparation for the battle tomorrow. You are the only one with enough energy to spare after days of end on back-breaking labor. And yet, despite your hardness, you still fear your own mind's potential instability more than you do any foe. I thought you would be better able to relax here, among people interested for the festival. Then you would be at Bristol, far from the din on of the festival, but apparently not. Well, you will have no more opportunities from me. Only you can solve that problem for yourself now. Baba and Sith found a deity facing persecution here in these woods and decided to become its priestess. She chose to take the path of repelling curse rather than adding her own on to the mix. Granted, this is a difference in suffering between Bhava and Sith, who was merely swallowed up by calamity, and you, who once was the calamity, was a calamity herself. But that is exactly why you have your own possibilities. You can still learn to accept your calamitous nature and to tame it. Bagus, the black dog duchess. I knew what you were when named you a Tamlin. I regret that a deci- I regret that decision now. In retrospect, I should not have done it. I see. Then I suppose a wretched beast like myself was never meant to be a knight after all. Hold your tongue. You are the finest knight I ever known. I meant only that you never had need of Gawain's name. That is all. Do not make me repeat myself. Now I will be returning to Bristol. I have nothing more to say to you, or interest to you, as you are now. Go whatever you wish, wherever you wish. No need for the name Tamlin, huh? Her Majesty doesn't mince words, but she's also right about Barghest. Personally, I use the name Lancelot because I like it. Ah, I guess this means they are both grown a little. Well, I'd probably better get more serious too, especially after my complete failure at the race. Okay. Okay, UDK Barghest and Gawain. Yeah, Gawain. It looks like everyone's contributions are done. Yeah, even Bauban Sith added one just a little while ago. But there is still something missing. Someone who spent a lot of this summer adventuring with us. Wait, I knew Nocneria was the one resetting everything. I figured it out by the second reset. But I felt like if I dug deeper, she'd remember who she really was and disappear. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible detective, aren't I? If you are, then I, then so am I. So that's what you were hiding. Yeah, that's also why I was investigating pretty much everything except the committee. I was really hoping it would turn out that someone or something else was behind him. Anyway, tomorrow's the seventh day. There won't be any more resets. If we fail to prove that we are all getting along again, all the grief Vangina felt will come to end things. If that happens, Hawaii Altoria will disappear and Vangina, the heir along with it. You see, she can still survive in skies over Australia, since that's where she settled down. And even if the air disappearing is only limited to Australia, with that much of the atmosphere missing, Earth will be in trouble. She doesn't want that any more than we do. Yeah, we'd put a burden like that on us on the spirit of air. Yeah, Vanjina has been watching humans from the starry sky all this time, but they have never looked up at her. We can't be we can't be her we can't let her be written out as if she never existed. So we need to defeat calamities, make sure Servanfest succeeds, and let Vangina know we see her. We are the detectives and this is our case, so it's our responsibility. Yeah, but that's not the only important thing we have to take care of, right? Yeah, it all comes down to tomorrow, and there's one more important thing too, right? Of course, we are also giving the kick to Se- Sesuno, Siasno, Siasnos, uh, Sarnonosis butt and get Nocneria back. And this time, I'm going to hit it with everything I have got. There is still so much I want to tell her. Okay. Hmm, this is a good place to stop, sons. We are approaching the end. Servant Festival. Servant Summer Festival next time.
キャンディーウェイ
Okay.
頑張るためにはご褒美が必要よね。飴もムチもご褒美ですぞとか言いそうな作家先生もいるけど、あれはほっときましょ
Okay.
う。項目が一つずつ埋まっていくこの感じいいわよね。原稿もこのくらい順調だといいんだけど、項目が一つずつ埋まっていくこの感じ
Okay.
アイテム
Hmm. I need to start farming soon since if I wait any longer, I'll not be able to complete shop probably. So 90 plus is not allowed yet. So okay, I'll be stopping here. Next time we'll start with these Dojin quests and complete those first. After that, we'll begin with the last section of this event. So
パートナーを運びながら障害物競争を行う文化がある優れたマスターには
okay, so yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll continue and probably conclude it tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys. Bye.